Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to build my ultimate block swapper. So we're gonna click this button a few times and see why this thing is so ultimate. So we click the button, a crafting bench pops out of the floor, and as you notice, it is not flush with the floor. It completely pops out of the floor, so that is one good thing about it. So we click the button again, it goes back down, and now we get iron ore. You're probably wondering why there's iron ore down there. You'll find out soon enough. Click the button again. We get a pop-up cauldron, sweet. Click the button again. We get our floor back, okay. That's cool, I guess. And then we get some lapis ore. So you know what, let me just show you what's going on down there and why we're getting such random stuff. So we have 45 blocks here that are getting swapped out. This is why I call it the ultimate block swapper, since it's swapping out the most blocks you could possibly swap. I'm pretty sure you could do more, but 45 blocks, guys, is a lot. All right, so this is why it's called the ultimate block swapper. I'll click it one more time and then we'll start building it. So as you can see, everything is turning down there. Awesome. All right, so let's just start building this thing right away. It's pretty stupid, I know, but it's pretty cool also as well. So for this build, we're going to need a 15 by 15 spacing, and we're also going to have to dig down at least 4. And then we're also going to have to dig down 5 in a few little spots right here. So make sure you have enough space to dig down 5 if you are doing this on creative. Hopefully you do not hit the bedrock. So for this build, we're going to need 3 sticky pistons, 4 regular pistons, a handful of redstone dust, 3 redstone torches, 7 repeaters, a button, and some blocks of choice. These are the blocks you'll be able to see. And then I'm also going to be using emeralds and stuff like that for our blocks that are going to be swapped. And at the end, I'll show you some cool things you can do with the blocks while they're being swapped. So starting from the bottom left hand side of our 15 by 15, once you got it all dug out, we're going to just count over 1 block. So 1, and we're going to come up 2 blocks here. So 1, 2. Then we're going to come on the inside and we're going to put a normal piston facing this way. Now we're going to I'm going to do the whole entire swapping motion first, and then we're going to do the double piston extender. So starting from this piston, we're going to come out 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we're going to turn right here. And right here, as you can see, we have 2 blocks to the corner of our 15 by 15 and 2 blocks this way as well. We're going to go up a block and we're going to come up 2 blocks right here and put a normal piston facing this way. So it should look something like this. Now do not go past 12 blocks. Pistons can only push up to 12 blocks. So if you go past 12, it will not work. You can go behind it. You can make 8, maybe 6, doesn't matter, but you cannot go past 12. So once you got that all in and you know what to do now, we're literally going to come out 1 block from here and we're going to delete the block in front of the piston, and then we're going to count out 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to do the same exact thing like we did on that corner. We're just going to come up 1 block. Like this, 1, 2, and then we're going to come out with a normal piston, and we're going to do the same thing over there. We're going to come out 1 block, delete it, and count out 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do the same thing again, up a block, and then up 2. Normal piston, and then come out 11 blocks again. So out 1, delete this one, 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now the bottom left-hand piston is the only one that should have a block in front of it. The rest of them should be empty. As you can see, this is the only one with a block in front of it. So now let's start doing some redstone. So coming from the right-hand side of the one all the way to the bottom left-hand corner, we're going to come out 3 blocks to the right of it. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put a repeater going into the block that's underneath the piston on 1 tick delay. Delete the block behind it, put a sticky piston facing upwards with a block on top of it. Put dust behind that with a button right here, and that will create our monostable circuit. Now this is not where everything gets activated from. I'm just doing this because we're going to be doing the swapping motion first, and then we're going to do the double piston extension. So where our repeater is going into this block right here, we're literally going to put another block on this side and then drag the blocks all the way down to the other piston. So bring your blocks all the way down to the other piston. Put a repeater going into the block that's underneath the piston on 2 ticks delay. It has to be 2 ticks. And then put dust going all the way back down to where our first repeater was, right here. And we're going to do this on every single side except for this side over there. So we're going to come out a block and then bring it all the way down. Put a repeater going into this block, set it to 2 ticks delay. Put dust all the way behind it. And do the same thing again 1 more time. So bring the blocks all the way down. Repeater on 2 ticks delay going into this. Dust all the way back. And that should create our whole swapping motion. So if I go all the way back to the beginning right here where our monostable circuit is, and I click this button, it should swap every block. As you see, every block got swapped and nothing happened to it. It's all working fine. So if yours is not swapping the blocks like this, then there is obviously something wrong and you're gonna have to go back and fix it. So now let's do our double piston extender to actually bring the blocks up when we swap them. So we're gonna come to the bottom right hand side now, and we're gonna count over 5 blocks from here. So just place a block here. You don't even have to place it, just count from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're gonna delete this block, and then we're gonna put 2 sticky pistons facing upwards, and then you can put that block back there. So let's count over one more time. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna come to the inside of it. And this top sticky piston right here, we're gonna come out a block and then over a block to the right, so it looks something like this. And then on the inside on this block, we're gonna put a torch here, thus extending this top piston out. So as you can see, the top piston extended up. Don't worry, it'll fix itself once we get it all in. Then right underneath the block with the torch on it, we're gonna put dust. Then coming out of the dust, we're gonna put a repeater on 2 ticks delay. This repeater should be right underneath this redstone torch. Next, right in front of this 2 tick delay repeater, we're gonna put some dust down here. As you can see, it's already dug out, so pretend there's a block here, dig down one more and put dust here. Then we're gonna put a block right above it, so this 2 tick delay repeater will send power through this block, thus sending power through this dust. And then coming out of this dust, we wanna put a repeater on 4 ticks delay. And then right above the 4 tick delay repeater, we're gonna put a torch on this block. Next, we're gonna put dust on top of this block. It will create a nice little line, and it should be on. As you can see, the dust is on. And then on this side, where the block's already out, pretend there's a block here, just dig down one and put a torch here. The torch will go off. This will create a monostable circuit. Then we're gonna put a block right above this torch with dust on top of it. These two will connect together. We do not want that to happen. So what we're gonna do is put another block here, which will make it, just disconnect the current. The current's not going up here. So just make sure it looks like this. There should just be a bead of dust right here. And that should be our double piston extender. So if I put a button right here back at the beginning where our torch is, on this block where the dust is underneath it, and click the button, it should work. So I click the button, it double extends up. Click the button again, it double extends down. So if yours is not doing this, then you did something wrong and you're going to have to fix it. So right here is where our floor is. As you can see, this will be our floor. So now all we have to do is hook our double piston extender up to our swapping pretty much thingy. So all we have to do literally is come out one more block from our monostable circuit over here with dust and just literally wrap it around to this block over here. Like that. So now if I click the button, it pulls it down, swaps it, and goes back up. Click the button, pulls it down, swaps it, goes back up. So now if you, of course you don't want the button here, all you have to do is literally come out a block, put a repeater like this, and then you can bring it wherever you want. You can have the button over there, you can have the button over there. I'm just gonna bring the button right up here because obviously you're probably going to want your button as close to the swapper as possible. I don't know why you would want it anywhere else. So I just want it right here like this. Click the button, swaps it, click the button, swaps it. So now we're gonna go over a few things about the swapper. So now if you're gonna be putting a cauldron, if you're gonna be using a cauldron inside your swapper, you gotta remember that cauldrons aren't considered normal blocks. They're not considered blocks. So if I put a cauldron here, once it gets above this torch right here, it's not gonna make this block fully extend up. So watch. Okay, I'm gonna click the button, swaps it, click the button again, it's gonna swap our cauldron up. There's our cauldron. So, but if I click the button again, the cauldron's not considered a normal block. So now you can see it doesn't fully extend up. So behind every cauldron, I like to put a normal block. See, it's our floor block right here. That's what I like to do. Behind every cauldron, always put a floor block. Same thing goes with glowstone. Let me get out some glowstone. Say you have a piece of glowstone that you want to pop out of the floor as well. So we click the button. The glowstone pops out of the floor. Click the button again. The next block will not pop out of the floor. So what I like to do is put my block of choice here for my flooring. Now let's say you want your flooring, but you don't want your cauldron or your glowstone there. That's where glass comes into place. So if you want to put a piece of glass here next, like that, click the button. The glass pops up, but the next one will not pop up because the glass cannot send current through it. So then we could put our normal floor block here and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much all I want to show you. But now another thing. Okay, if you don't know, you cannot put furnaces in there. Furnaces are immovable objects, so they will not move. So if I put, let's say I put a furnace over here, nothing will swap because it will not move. See? Ready, watch. See? So do not put a furnace in there. That is immovable objects. You can only put objects that are able to move in there. But there you guys go. That's how you build my ultimate block swapper. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace.